Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Dean and Andrea, and today we're bringing you another furniture flip, and this is easily one of the more unique pieces that Andrea's ever done.
Yeah, once again, I found this piece on Facebook Marketplace, and I was really drawn to just the unique features, obviously the really cool pulls on this, and then some of those details around the edges I just thought would be so cool with a fun color on it.
And before we get started on this project, we want to say a big thank you to our beloved coffee sponsors. You help make this channel possible, and so for those of you who donated a coffee in the last month, thank you. And if you want to donate a coffee this month, I'll just give you a little tip off that Andrea's birthday was this week. So if you want to buy her a birthday coffee and leave a birthday note, you can do that on buymeacoffee.com, and we'll leave the link for that down below.
But before we dive in, we want to thank today's video sponsor, Skillshare.
Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. You can explore new skills, deepen existing passions, or just get lost in creativity.
You can take classes on drawing and painting, filming and video editing, and there's even classes on business and marketing.
I will be checking out Marquez Brownlee's YouTube success course as I do all of the production here on our channel, and I want to grow those skills. Skillshare classes are curated specifically for learning. That means that there's no ads, so you can stay focused, and they're always launching new premium classes so you can take your creative skills to the next level.
If you're interested in taking classes on Skillshare, be sure to check out the link in our description, as the first 1,000 people to use that link will get a free month on Skillshare. We started off by blowing off the driveway so that the dirt and leaves wouldn't blow into the fresh paint, and it was a beautiful day to be working outside. I picked this piece up off of Facebook Marketplace, and honestly, it has sat in our garage for about 6 months now because it needed a lot of work and it hadn't quite clicked what I wanted to do with it yet. I got this piece because I love these unique details on it. It's totally different than anything I've ever done before, and I thought it would be a really fun piece to do a fun color on that went with this unique style.
All right, so what are we thinking on this one?
Well, I want to do this color, but I want to keep some kind of wood, and I'm going back and forth on, I mean, it's not actually even wood, but I have a gel stain that I could do a white stain over it just to tone this color down a little bit to where I think it'll look better with this. I have to paint everything else because it's laminate, it's a mess. I'm thinking I'm going to paint these. We'll see.
So your plan is rock solid right now.
Oh yeah, it's rock solid.
Perfect. Since Andrea had a kind of sort of plan in mind, we were ready to get started, so we wheeled this thing into place so she could get going. Alright, how's she looking?
A little rough. Let's see how this is right here. It's definitely gonna need some repairs. We'll see. I think it could be cool though. I started off by giving the piece a good cleaning using a degreaser and a rag and a good scrubbing brush for all those little detailed areas. Next, I gave the entire piece a good scuff sand. So this piece right here, someone else glued it back on, and it's sticking out too far. If I try and fill these cracks around it, it's just gonna be like a really uneven area. So I'm gonna see if I can break this out and then just fill that whole area with Bondo so we can hopefully get it smooth and seamless looking. Since I already had the Bondo out, I went ahead and used it to fill the rest of the smaller holes and scratches, and then once that dried, I sanded it all down using 80 grit sandpaper. I was really pleased with how the repair on this area turned out, as once it was painted, you couldn't see it at all. Next, I took off all of the pools and set them aside because I will definitely be using these. Next, I did a light scuff sand on the drawer fronts, then blew everything off and gave everything another good wipe down. Since the top of this piece was laminate and would definitely need to be primed, I went ahead and primed everything with my favorite shellac-based primer. I've gotten a few questions about how to spray this primer, and I have a separate gun set aside just for priming, and when I'm done, I simply rinse it with denatured alcohol and then spray that through the gun to clean it out the rest of the way. And honestly, now that I'm spraying it, I wonder why I didn't do this all along. I was really feeling the modern boho desert vibes on this piece, and so this earthy terracotta color was perfect. This paint sprayed on so smooth that I decided to use a super fine sanding pad instead of the normal 220 grit sandpaper in between coats. After 2 coats of paint, I finished everything off with my favorite top coat in a matte finish. By about noon, that Texas sun was blazing, and so we rolled this piece into the shade. Next, I got ready for the most challenging and time-consuming portion of this project, and that was sanding all of these drawer fronts.
After Andrea got pounded in the sun for a while, I made the call that we were going to move her into the backyard and under some shade.
I had originally planned on using a gel stain over the existing finish, but when I tested it out, it didn't look quite right. And while I was doing that scuff sand, I realized these drawers actually had a thin layer of wood veneer on them, and I could sand down the old finish completely. So I spent what felt like a never-ending amount of time sanding down all of these drawer fronts. I wanted to tone down the yellow on these drawer fronts, and so I went and picked up a white wax from Michael's, and it gave exactly the finish I was going for. Next, I was ready to attach the hardware and get this piece put back together. You met Justine in one of our recent videos, and I like to call her the boho queen, and so when I was looking for things to stage this item with, I knew that she would have the perfect decor and rugs. Is this too big? In the end, the staging and the dresser looked incredible, and I'm so thankful to have a friend and a fellow designer who lives right down the street from us.
Wow, I love the way this piece turned out. And like I said in the beginning, I think it's easily one of the most unique pieces that you've ever done, and I love it.
Yeah, this was another one of those pieces that sat in our garage for a really long time while I waited for just that design inspiration to click. And I went through a lot of ideas. I wanted to paint it blue, and then of course green, because that would have sold really well. But then I saw this really pretty terracotta color that Melange Paint had, and I just knew it would be perfect for this one.
Yeah, I just love how it has that kind of Santa Fe boho vibe. I know that almost sounds weird to say, but I could totally see it in like this New Mexico, Arizona ranch house, and that's really oddly specific, but it totally could fit there. Now let's talk about the costs on this project.
I picked this one up on Facebook Marketplace for $60, and then between all of the paint, the primer, the top coat, the wax, the sandpaper, the brushes, I added an extra for that. I have about $60 in cost, so that puts me all in at about $120. I currently have it listed for $450, and so if I settle in that $400 to $450 range, we'll have just over $300 profit.
And so now let's talk about how many hours this project actually took you.
Even with the repairs on this one, the painting of the piece is pretty fast. It was the sanding of all the drawers that took what felt like forever. I don't know, maybe it was 2 or 3 hours, but I estimate all in with everything, I spent about 6 hours on this piece total, which still isn't bad.
So that's all for this project, but we do want to say here at the end of the video that we actually keep lots of bloopers and extras and fun little moments off the end of our videos. So if you want to stick around for a few extra minutes and have a few laughs, you can do that. And we want to remind you that if you want to do a coffee donation, then you can find that in the link below. And until then, we'll see you next time. Let's slide in for an interview. Okay. So
This is DIY. DIY.
DIY.
Oh shoot.
Just another one of those days with kids at school and filming in a quiet house. It's pretty extraordinary. I want to play like some soft background music, like that's relaxing and comforting. Hair and makeup? We really need some help on this. Wow. I feel like I can't even say anything. I just want to sit here and enjoy the
I know, it's so quiet.
serenity of...
I want a coffee and a book.
Ready? Here we go. Yeah! All right, get your practice smile ready. Yes. Yeah, that's great.
Should I get my lip pills?
Ready? Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Dean and Andrea, and today Andrea's gonna do a thing and it's gonna be great, and I haven't done this in a while. I just feel the excitement in this video, you know what I mean? I don't think you're feeling the excitement very much today. You need to take a nap.
I sit down and then I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna go get coffee later.
I'll check and see if you have a coffee sponsor, and if so, we'll go get coffee later. I'm obviously totally just kidding. If she wants coffee, we'll get her a coffee, but...
He gives me what I want.
Oh, but the
Oh,
coffee...
you hit right on my
Sorry.
mic.
Dr. Dean here. Let me check your reflexes.
You can't even see my knee. And, okay, ready? I'm good now.
Great.
I'm
okay.
waking up.
Okay.
My eyes are almost open.
Okay.
Okay, so you ready?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, once again, I picked this piece up off
I think you got 5 words. That was good. Yeah. And yeah.
Hey, you know what is crazy? Christina Muscari and Katie Scott have the same birthday. And it's 2 days after mine.
That is weird.
I was like, dude, we were so close to all having the same birthday.
Can I put that in the video? Christina Muscari and Katie Scott have the same birthday, right? And your birthday is within 2 days of theirs? That's crazy.
There must be something in the...
But one's in Tennessee, one's in Texas,
Creative.
and one's in Canada, so I don't know if it's something in the water.
Something in the creative air.
All right, this is truly fascinating.
When is Lauren's birthday from Furniture Flip?
That's what we need to know.
Maybe we need to know when all the other...
Lauren, when is your birthday? That's what we need to know.
She won't see this.
No, she won't. All right, ready? Wow, I love the way, come on, man. I'm in the zone.
I was
You're
hoping
over
you
here.
could see my face.
I can't see your face
see
in a
that part.
1.5 inch screen. That is impossible.
That's true, you can't. I can't either.
Come on, truck.
Oh, you know what idea I had is we should buy a camper and flip that, babe. That's like next step. I've been telling you I want to do that for years. That would make a really cool video. So you get a camper. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's talk about that at lunch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
On our lunch date. This is where you talk about Santa Fe boho. You bring in all those design terms. Draw them out.
Mojave? Is that how you
Mojave.
say it?
I think it's easily one of the most unique.
That was a lot for you, babe.
Perfect.
We're not out of time, are we?
47 seconds left.
That's good. Okay. I was like, man, after all that, we can